Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella...
Loftus Cheek! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a sharp pass. Rafael Leao. Abraham. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, super. Loftus-Cheek! It's a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Just the keeper, Rafael Leao! They are rampant! And they're at it again in double quick time. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Real chance here. Decent hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chance! He's got a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off. He's through and all alone! And the shot! He scores! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Joao Felix gets flagged offside. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Abraham. Loftus-Cheek. Shot could be on. Flash and header! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
That's Abraham. Abraham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve. Oh no, this does not look good. There's the hit! Oh, what a mistake! Chesney deals with it effortlessly. Balde. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And he's in on goal! Oh, they could be caught out here! He's shapes to shoot! It's in! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this... Big chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And that means just one thing. He's had a shot! They've done it! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Gavi. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Gabia. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Abraham. That has been slung wide. He's had a hit! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick. No doubt as to who has the momentum.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Balde. Pass is just off target.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Abraham. Oh, well played, well played. Balde. Ferran Torres. Joao Felix. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now this could be a chance. Can he put it away? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great position. And the finish! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Has a goal! Really well taken goal. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
This must be his personal high.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now the finish! Gavi. Oh, great play! Chance! And he hits the net! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
How many? Just how many?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He rises! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are There's the whistle for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Milan have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Milan pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break.
Halo Om Ber, kelihatan nggak?
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Rafael Leao, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have chance!
And again! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because...
Hits one! Oh, taken with style! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Milan are now... Great chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Milan certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Reinders.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're off again. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Fofana. Loftus-Cheek, given the lift of his goal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Throw in. Hernandez. Just eases him off the ball. Hernandez.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
And there goes the final whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. Little pass back. And the counter is on. That's good running with the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Fofana. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Rafael Leao.
That was lovely, that. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, what a climb! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pavlovic. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
That's positional gold. The utilize.
In with a header! And it's come back out to him. There's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real...
Rafael Leao! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's certainly onside here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Milan can try it again now. Milan have their second corner now. Rafael Leao! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Milan go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And straight into the wall. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played back in. Rafael Leao touches it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Now this could be a chance. Reinders.
This is the time you need that pace.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Rafael Leao. And he was alert to it. That's a lovely, neat pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Oh, easy pickings there. Thiaw cuts it out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's picked out the run. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
João Felix. Rafael Leao.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Stood up well to him there. Fofana. Reinders. Played out to the right. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, they can break here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Reinders. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. Loftus-Cheek, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Loftus-Cheek. This might spell danger. Turns and goes back. And he's gone backward here. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with...
He's got the shot away! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And that's the second half started. Fofana. Now João Felix. Reinders. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Reinders. Neatly clipped into space. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rafael Leao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Reinders. Rafael Leao played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Tomori calmly anticipates. Rafael Leao. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's João Felix. And here's Rafael Leao. That's a fabulous ball. Crossed into the box. Rafael Leao! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Really well manoeuvred.
80.953 spettatori.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Rafael Leao! Rafael Leao with a beautifully timed run. Pavlovic and Reinders.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Picked out brilliantly. Has a go! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Milan get themselves into the lead. And it's hoisted clear. Hernandez eases him off the ball.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he was quick to react. Fofana, that's a sharp pass. He's going for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Jovic.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 38.
So, time for
Numero
changes
31.
on both sides,
Numero
actually.
8.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Il numero 80, il numero 46, il numero 30, il numero 90, il numero 77.
Fofana.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Musa. That is a little undercooked. Now it's Rafael Leao. Thiaw did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rafael Leao. Great hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, he was first to react, and I love that part of it. The reaction was great, and he almost profited, you know. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Fofana. Oh, sweet feet. Gabbia with a fine tackle. Rafael Leao given the lift of his goal. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's that. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved.